Welcome to Chillin' Hill Tarot. My name is Lady Nikki, and if you have followed me here from Instagram, here is your extended. And this is from September 2023, y'all. I'm so sorry for the delay. A lot was going on, and this is the first opportunity that I have to put up your extended video. And for those of you who don't know the backstory, we're going to get into that real quick. But in the meantime, I just want to start off by welcoming everyone to the Chill and Heal channel. Welcome. I am an intuitive tarot card reader and psychic medium. Now, the messages you will receive in this reading should serve as confirmation to what you already intuitively feel. These love stories are for entertainment purposes only. So please follow your own intuition because you know your story. You were attracted to the caption for a reason, and a lot of times the caption, that's the whole message, and the bonus is just the actual reading. However, this reading should not change what you already believe and know about your situation. Now, on this channel, I don't use titles such as Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and although I am a twin flame, I'm not a twin flame reader. This channel is just for good old tarot. Now, while we're all on our own spiritual journey, I don't mix spirituality with tarot either, nor will I encourage you to subscribe to any set or spiritual path. Allow me to be your guide through Tarotland as I channel these messages that are given to me by my guides, and hopefully the message resonates with you. I'm completely transparent, and I'll even include my own experiences along my journey in the reading where I see it as applicable. If I intuitively feel that it might help you in your own personal journey. Again, welcome all to Chill and Heal Tarot, and I hope there's a message here for you today. All right, so let's get into the backstory. I'm coming out. We have the Empress. Okay, so when I pulled these cards, I channeled Diana Ross. I'm coming out. Now, I'm not going to sing it for you, but she says, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming out. So I'm reading for a feminine energy who has found herself worthy of love, worthy of abundance, worthy to go out into the world and show off all her gifts, talents, abilities, and creativity. Yes, ladies, smack dab in the middle of your reading is the Empress. Now, the Empress, she represents the manifestation of creation. She's the mother of all mothers. The Empress, she embodies the energies of all the queens in the tarot deck. So that would be the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. And she uses these energies like fire and passion, love, empathy, and intuition, financial literacy, and the all-knowing when to cut something or someone smooth off that no longer serves her highest good or benefit. Now, in your past energy, we have the Page of Swords. So intuitively, I see you were a bit reckless, maybe even restless in your past, and you chose or were chosen by partners that sparked your curiosity and your passion, but not much more. This reading shows that you were or are surrounded by pages. Players, child. There's not even one king in sight so far, and certainly not the emperor, who is the true and authentic counterpart to you, the Empress. Now, at some point along your journey, here comes the Four of Pentacles. So at some point, you decided to hold back from sharing your energy with those persons, places, or things that you now presently deem unworthy to be in your energy, even in your presence. Now you know your worth, and you're waiting and willing to wait to attract or be attracted by a partner who matches your worthy energy. So in your future, we have the Page of Wands. Now, yes, it's still yet another page, but it's the Page of Wands who, yeah, he's enthusiastic, creative, and he wants to explore something new with you. But we got to be cautious with this one because at the root of the reading, is the Page of Pentacles. Yet another page. Now, we already concluded above that you have had some type of glow up, perhaps due to your creativity, and the fruition is observable by others. So, if this Page of Wands is from your past, right, and they're returning to you with an offer, it might be money motivated. I'm just saying, because this is the Page of Pentacles. So always use caution. And this is just in general with anyone who you've already let go of that's returning from your past. You know, if the situation ended, it ended, let it go. And if they return, you definitely want to use caution. But for some of you, there may be maybe an age difference. But if this is a new interest and there is no age difference, then he's showing up as the Page of Pentacles because it's a brand new offer. But this is the Page of Pentacles, which is security, stability, mastery, albeit maybe in the beginning stages, but this offer can very well turn into your match. With your creative abilities and their commitment and motivation and dedication, this page can turn into the King and Emperor, which is definitely your match. Okay? So y'all can run an empire together, right? All right. Now, your bonus messages are the Lovers. Now, meaning this says to me that you have choices. I mean, you have 3 pages on the board. Intuitively, I believe someone from your past wants to make an offer. But whatever happened in the past, you no longer support this connection or their actions, even if you've waited for this very offer. And that's indicated here by I cannot support your actions. Okay? So this might be something that's from someone that's in your past. And even if they are returning, and even if at some point you were actually waiting for this offer, you are actually, at the end of the day, you're going to deny the offer. Okay? So we are going, let me get these back in order. We're going to clarify and get some current energies, because also we have the heart-to-heart conversation. So somebody wants to speak with you. And again, I'm tending to believe that perhaps this is past energy that wants to have some type of heart-to-heart conversation with you. But it still could be your future energy, and it can also be this Page of Pentacles here, who's at the root of your reading. Because see here, we have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Empress, and we have the Page of Pentacles, and heart-to-heart conversation is lining up in this same direction. So this is what it is that you are waiting for. Okay? So let me get the clarifying deck. And all my decks are shuffled before I start the reading. And again, this is an extended from Instagram. But we'll go ahead and cut the deck. Okay? And let's go ahead and see what we have here. So we have, what we'll be clarifying now is your past energy, which is the Page of Swords. So your past energy, in my readings, the past usually also correlates with the masculine energy. But this page, I feel, is someone who you're not in contact with, but has been watching you and has maybe is aware of your glow up or something like that, right? If it's a past person, you may have actually been lovers at one time, because we have the Lovers on the board. But I feel that you had love and emotions for this person, and up until a certain point, you actually, with the 4 of Pentacles, that can represent your energy of maybe holding back even from new lovers or interests, in hopes that something more serious may materialize with you and someone from your past. But for others of you, you're just in the energy of waiting for your energy match, right? And so if this Page of Swords is actually the future Page of Wands, I'm not sure if you're actually interested in reconnecting with that person. So let's go ahead and clarify the Page of Swords, and let's see what we have here. So Page of Swords, please, Spirit. 3 cards. Let's see. All right. So we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Well. So Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Well. So in the ethereal deck, the Well is talking about that there's something that's deep down. It might even be hidden. It's something that you have to dive deep into the well to figure out. The Knight of Cups, we know, is someone who has a love message. Sometimes if it is someone who's returning from your past, he might even be coming with an apology. Remember, we have the heart-to-heart conversation here. And then within his cup, his message is Ace of Cups. And if with the Well, it could actually be saying that, you know, maybe in the past they did hold back from telling you how they felt about you. And that's the part that we have to be careful when we're dealing with people from the past who are showing up in our present energy when we've had a glow up, when we know our worth now, right? In the past, you know, maybe you didn't know your worth, and that's the reason why you were willing to, you know, be involved with just a page. But because you've had a glow up and you're in your Empress energy, you're in your creativity energy, your bank account might even be balling out. So, you know, it kind of would make sense if someone from your past has been spying on you or watching you or observing you, then they've actually seen that you've had this glow up. And that could be the reason how they want to come in with this Knight of Cups offer. Okay? Now, the mutual energy here is the Empress. Now, we know already that that's you. You're the Empress. There's no need to clarify that. But I'm beginning to think or believe that this offer that's coming in from you, like for instance, you know, as the Empress, you know your worth. So you might even be celibate because remember we have here the Four of Pentacles and we also have here the Lovers. So there may be some of you who actually are in the energy of celibacy. You truly are holding back and you're waiting. And this can be something that has either been communicated maybe to someone in your past. Because it's mutual energy, this can also say that this past energy, this is how they see you now. In the past, maybe not so much so. But now, this could be how they see you. Especially if there's been communication that, you know, you're still waiting. You're not out there doing your thing like you could be if you wanted to, like maybe you were in the past. But some kind of way, I believe that this page has that information, right? Or this page could simply know that you're balling out of control now, and that's why the Page of Pentacles is at the root. But let's just go ahead and clarify the Empress. Let's see what it says. Empress. And these are all new decks. I wanted to make sure my energy wasn't in the old decks. At the bottom of the deck is King of Cups. Let's go ahead. Now that will be the first time a king has shown up. But let's go ahead and try and clarify and get a flipper. There we go. And we have the Hanged Man. So see, with the Hanged Man energy again, you went inside yourself and you discovered your worth. And with Hangman energy, it can also say to me again in this same line that you've been waiting instead of just exploring other options and exploring, you know, there's a lot of pages on the board. So you have choices. Even with the Lovers, it can indicate choices. So it could very well be that you've been in this waiting type energy and you're waiting on, perhaps, like we said, that King of Cups that showed up at the bottom of the deck, or just someone who matches your energy. Now, with this Hangman, this can also say that this previous person, the Page of Swords, who now is showing up as the Knight of Cups, this can be something also as well that, again, has been observed. that you're in waiting energy. Because it's a major arcana, I do want to clarify that. Let me grab my Wizard of Oz deck and let's just see, what is the Hanged Man speaking about? Spirit, clarify Hanged Man. Thank you. And that comes with the Six of Cups. Okay. And what I love about the Wizard of Oz deck is that it has messages on some of these cards. And so it says, there's the Emerald City. Oh, we're almost there. At last, at last. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that's from Dorothy. Okay. And I like to consider, a spiritual journey, a love journey. In the beginning of my journey, I was led to watch The Wizard of Oz 5 times. And there's so many signs and synchronicity. So I definitely relate to myself as Dorothy. And when I look at this energy here with the Hanged Man, and it's saying, oh, there's Emerald City. So that was her goal. Her goal was to get to Emerald City, because when she got there, she would get to the wizard. And the wizard is the one who was able to get her back home. The wizard can also be a fantasy, like he can fulfill all your dreams, etc. That's what it is that you're waiting for, right? In this Hangman energy. However, it's the Six of Cups, which definitely speaks of someone from your past. Okay? And so that's why I said in the beginning of the reading, you were holding yourself back, waiting for a heart-to-heart conversation. This person that was in the past energy kept hidden from you what their actual feelings were. And in actuality, they saw you in Ace of Cups energy, but they just didn't express it, right? In the past, they didn't express it. They felt it, but they didn't express it. I have a feeling that you actually have been waiting for this very offer that's coming in the future. And it's something, though, that is said in this heart-to-heart conversation once you do speak to this person, is something, though, that's turning you off. It says, I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with, right? But this, in fact, I believe is the very offer, or the offer from who you have wanted it to come from, right? Very, very interesting. All right, let's get into and clarify the Page of Wands. Now, this is showing up in your future energy. So let's just see what the Page of Wands is talking about. Spirit, clarify Page of Wands. One card, please. Thank you, Spirit. And we have the Five of Swords. Interesting. Now, the Five of Swords, we know, can also speak about feeling defeated, walking away from a situation. It could even be something like, picking your battles or choosing your battles wisely, right? And so the Page of Wands, maybe at some time, if this is a past energy who's now in the energy where they're ready, they have their wand up and they're actually ready to go for it and explore something with you. But it could be saying that they're feeling Five of Swords energy, like maybe they're feeling intimidated. They aren't sure, can they come towards you now? And that says to me that there might be some type of history between you and this person that makes him think that he really can't even approach you. Maybe this is the energy he left you in the past, and that's the reason how come you felt you had to just walk away from it, just move away from it, even maybe move away from the hope of it, right? Let's get a clarification for the Five of Swords. Spirit, Five of Swords. One card, please. Because somebody's feeling defeat, and it might have something to do with this conversation that you end up having. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. Follow the yellow brick road. Let's see. One card, please. Five of Swords. Oh, I got a few, and they came out in reverse. So let's see. So we have the Five of Swords, but it's in reverse. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. So now if we're in the upright, the Five of Swords says, I'm melting, I'm melting. Oh, what a world, what a world. That's the Wicked Witch of the West, right? And then the Nine of Pentacles is the Scarecrow. And he says, some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they? So because these cards were in the reverse, there's something that this person said to you in the past that I think made you have to walk away. And that's why you were in the Five of Swords. I think that what they're hoping is that they can come into you with some type of offer that can take you out of that Five of Swords energy. And that's why that Five of Swords is in reverse. Nine of Pentacles upright, you're single, sexy, and free and liking it. And that's also minor arcana that can also represent the Empress, right? So in reverse, they want to change your mind about being single, sexy, and free. And they want to come in and get your attention again. Now, the bottom of the deck for the Oz deck is the Eight of Swords. So that troubles me as well, because that says to me like maybe at one time this person had you in some type of mental imprisonment. Maybe at one time you thought this was the one for you, no one else, and you were willing to wait for that person to return. And until then, you would just stay and be in your own Empress energy. But that doesn't necessarily have to be good energy as well. If someone had you all up in your mind and feeling even Five of Swords energy, like it's hopeless, like there's nothing to fight for, just to let it go. That's something that someone has done in the past. Let's just get into it, because we have here heart-to-heart conversation, and we also have, I cannot support your actions, it's too much for me to deal with. Let's see what is said in this heart-to-heart conversation. Spirit, one card, please. It's more than one, but let's take it. So we have the Hermit and we have Six of Cups again. So we have duplicating messages here. The Hermit to me is definitely speaking of the energy that you had to go into in order to come out as the Empress energy. Like we said from the beginning, you have lovers here on the board, okay? You have heart-to-heart conversations. I think these heart-to-heart conversations are probably you speaking to these lovers that, maybe you wanted to take it a step further than just, love calls and that. Maybe you wanted a little bit more. And because you weren't being recognized, or that energy wasn't reciprocated to you, it caused you to go into hermit mode so that you can figure out. We have the Hermit, and then clarifying the Empress is the Hanged Man. So you definitely went into mode where you had to sit back and do some self-evaluation and really figure out what it is that you want. Figure out why it is that you're only attracting players and pages. Figure out why the offers that you want and who you'd want them from. Figure out how come those offers didn't come to you, I think is the energy that you were in. However, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, again, is speaking of this is someone from your past. Now, this is where it also gets a little tangly, because we have the Hermit and we also have the Page of Swords. Because the Hermit has come out and we have the Page of Swords, it could be that perhaps you or your person, this is in the mutual energy, right? So you are the person that you're thinking of. Perhaps with heart-to-heart conversation, perhaps that heart-to-heart conversation was actually a reading. And maybe that reading has actually told your past person or you that this past person is actually a past life relationship. And that's where, it can get a little tricky. I'm not a twin flame reader, but I am a twin flame. So I have to say that I can feel some of that energy there, right? And so perhaps if at one time, perhaps if you weren't, or maybe that's the reason why in the past you were waiting for this person because you thought it was a past life connection. Maybe you thought there was something more to this person and they just didn't. But because we have Six of Cups twice, we have Six of Cups with the Hermit and we have Six of Cups with the Hanged Man. It would be interesting to me if maybe you had spoken to this person. Maybe you told this person, I think there's something more to our connection. And that person just didn't reciprocate. But because this is in the mutual energy, perhaps maybe now that person has had some type of reading that actually confirms that there is a past life connection. But I'll also say, just because it's past life, and even if it's a twin flame, does not actually mean that you are supposed to be in union with that person. If that person has done something egregious enough to you that would have you cut that person off, then you should leave them cut off, regardless of what their role is. And if it's a past life situation, they could have did the same thing in a past life. But since we're not going to mix too much with that type of energy, I want to see what is the I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. And at the bottom of the deck, we have here death, which means, yeah, something was discovered or spoken on or something that has really made you, even if in the past you did want this person to return, something about it you don't anymore. So let's see if we can get some clarification on I cannot support your actions. What happened? Thank you, Spirit. Wow, we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is about remorse and regret. And at the bottom of the deck is Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles can represent like, a life partner. I wonder if maybe you found out they were married, or God, this is weird. This is weird. If this happened in your past and you had a conversation, maybe I can't support your actions with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Maybe that's just speaking on that it was discovered that they were already in a life partnership, which would be a marriage. And, you definitely don't do that. Empress energy can represent a third party. It can be in low vibration energy like a mistress. Very interesting. I don't know where to go with that. Let's get more clarification about the Five of Cups. Remorse and regret. Spirit, clarify the Five of Cups. One card, please. All right, Two of Cups. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. That's the second time that's shown at the bottom of the deck. Follow the Yellow Brick Road would also say, keep going. keep on your journey to your Two of Cups, right? Follow the Yellow Brick Road. There we go. And it's the Ace of Wands with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And the Ace of Wands here, it has a clock. An Ace of Wands, that's like a brand new, passionate idea. And in our future energy is this Page of Wands. So this is what he wants to discuss with you now, something brand new. King of Swords can also, that can represent like maybe a judge. Maybe this person is coming back in to tell you, you know what, I didn't tell you how I felt about you before, but I really feel this way now. I had a reading done on you because, men are into tarot just like women. I had a reading done on you. I found out we have a past life. I know you told me that we had a past life. I didn't believe you then. He's explaining all this stuff about, whatever situation he was in. Maybe this Ace of Wands is saying, I'm almost divorced. And as soon as this judge drops the gavel, then I can make you this Ace of Wands offer. And I think if that's the case and you're in Empress energy, I think that you for sure, I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. See, an Empress is not going to covet another woman's man. An Empress knows her worth, and she's not going to be a part of, okay, well, I'll just wait around for you until you leave your wife. Like what he does with one, he can do to you. This is, this is interesting. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the root. The root is the Page of Pentacles. Now, again, the Page of Pentacles, this is security, it's mastery, it's stability, and it's at the page, but it can be page because it's brand new energy. It could be page because it might be an age difference. You're the Empress, they're a page. And the page can also represent that this is what you want. You don't want new beginnings that are based on passion and so forth. If it's someone who's coming in from the past and they were actually your lover, that you expressed heart to heart, feelings for, but they kept their feelings, hidden, never said anything to you about it. And now all of a sudden, they want to come in with another round with that wand. But you want stability and security, and you're at the Four of Pentacles. You're willing to wait for that. You know your worth. You're the Empress. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. One card, please, Spirit. There we go. And we got 2. And we have 4 of Cups and 4 of Swords, 44. And bottom of the deck is 10 Wands. So 4 of Cups definitely speaks about a missed opportunity. And 4 of Swords, to me, it could, if you missed the opportunity, it's because you took too long. We have the clock here, right? So something was about a time. Maybe there was a time where maybe, depending on how fiery the passion was, depending on how much the love was, maybe for some of you, this is actually what they told you in the past. It's different stories for different people. Maybe in the past, they did tell you, like, I'm married, but I'm getting out of it. I'm just waiting on the divorce to be final. And that just never happened. And so the 4 of Swords, you waited and you waited and you waited. And, at some point you just decided, no, this past energy, I'm not waiting anymore. It's a missed opportunity. And you just want that Page of Pentacles. But the Page of Pentacles, since these cards are clarifying it, this is saying to me that at one point you saw this person as potential, but they never showed back up. And the time ran out. And so now you just see it as a missed opportunity. We have the Four of Pentacles. This is what is the mutual energy. This is crowning your spread. So I think we have an Empress here who knows her worth. Even if you were waiting for someone in your past to come to you and recognize your worth and recognize who you are, recognize that you have a connection that, you know, is worth exploring, etc., they didn't feel that same way. And whatever's made them feel that way now, I don't know. But I think crowning your spread, since it's the Four of Pentacles, you're just going to wait. You're going to still hold back your energy and you're just going to wait. Let's get a clarifier for the Four of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify Four of Pentacles. One card, please. Okay, we have Five of Pentacles, which wanted to flip out. My thumb caught it. So this would be one of the clarifying cards, but it could also be a bottom of the deck energy. But at the very bottom of the deck is the Tower. Five of Pentacles. And Tower at the bottom. Let's see, what are these two cards? So we have Justice and Temperance. Yeah. All right, so we have Five of Pentacles. So this is how it came out. Justice, Temperance, and Five of Pentacles. So it's like you waited long enough. And again, this is page energy. So even if in the past you saw potential, you saw, you know, this could be the one, maybe you even thought it was a past life, you know, whatever, you waited long enough. Your justice is in holding back from this situation and from this offer. You've waited long enough. In Temperance, you've waited long enough. Stay in this energy, but for someone new. And let this past situation, let it go. Leave it out in the cold. And that's just how I see it. That's how I see it. You know, it's a difficult journey, the love journey, right? But what's most important is that we find ourselves. And I think that is exactly what this Empress energy has done. You know your worth. You know that, you know, you don't have to wait around for someone who's unsure of what they want. You don't have to wait around for someone who couldn't tell you how they feel. You know, people who hold back their feelings and just watch you from the sidelines. No. You know, you Hanged Man, that's a sacrifice. Like it may have even been a sacrifice for you. Who knows? You may have sacrificed actual stability, potential partners, just simply because you were waiting for this heart-to-heart conversation to come from this lover that you had in the past that you thought was a Six of Cups relationship. You still had deep nostalgia for it. You both felt it, right? But he held back from telling you how he felt about you. And now maybe you are looking at other suitors, right? Now maybe you have someone that you're interested in, right? And now someone wants to come back and say like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, right? Let's try this again. I just need a little more time. No. Tower is at the bottom. Tower's at the bottom of the deck. Let that go. Just let that go. All right, ladies, so listen. I support you on your journey. I want the best for you. You want the best for you. I think that if you continue to hold on, stand in your Empress energy, know who you are, know your worth, know that eventually your because see, all partners are still part of the journey, and all of our partners can teach us lessons that we actually deserve. But at the end of the day, we can decide, me, myself, and I, right? Until that right partner comes. The Empress, her match is the Emperor. And we didn't even get a king to show up. Okay? So you know what, Empress? Stay in your Empress energy. Stay in your Empress energy and wait for that partner who matches your energy. And he might show up just as a page, because in the beginning, that's how things start. But this is what you want. You want your match. And so that's what you should wait for. Collective, thank you for joining me today. If you liked the message and if you were encouraged in your direction and situation, then I have answered the call and I understood the assignment, and my pleasure indeed. And one last thing, remember, always follow, believe, trust, and listen to your intuition. Know your worth and be worthy. Until next time, take care now. Bye bye then. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.